Welcome back to my channel. I'm Romica Spiegl-Jones. I'm an illustrator and designer based in Manchester. And today I will show you a very short little book haul of illustrated books that I really like and recently purchased, and I hope you enjoy this. So the first book is The Lion and the Bird by Marianne Dubuc. I think that's how you pronounce this, I don't know, but this was on sale in a bookshop in Manchester, Magma. And I saw this in my children's book course that I took in the beginning of this year, and I just thought this was such a sweet story, and the illustrations are, I don't know, they're textured, they're simple, but there's so much emotion as well. So despite them being simple, or maybe because it works really well. Yeah, it's an international bestseller, and she's like an award-winning author and illustrator. So I just read you one line. One autumn day, a lion finds a wounded bird in his garden. This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. And what I like about this, I think apart from the beautiful characters and the emotion it conveys, the way it's made, the pacing is very beautiful. There is sometimes, it kind of slows down very beautifully. And the way it's done, I think, is very great. For example, there's one page is completely blank, double page, and that's, I think, kind of brave to do this, because you don't have many pages in a book and you need to be using them really well. But I think it works really well. And on the following page, then comes a little bulb of flower, and I think that it's just, yeah, it's genius. I really think she did amazingly with this book, and I guess that's why, yeah, she's award-winning. She's doing really well. And yeah, if you can grab a copy, I highly recommend this book. It's very beautiful. The next book is Otherworldly, and it's by yee-lum and illustrated by garrity-riley. And the reason why I bought this book, actually, even how I found out about this book is I actually found out about Kelsey, I think it's how you pronounce her name. I saw her work and her portfolio, and then I saw some illustrations of this book, and I fell so in love with these illustrations that I felt like I had to buy the book. So I didn't really know what it was about, actually. It's a book about words. Maybe I should have explained that first. So it's a book about words and how they have very specific meanings, and how sometimes there's a very specific word that only exists in one language. So for example, tsundoku, noun Japanese. Buying books and not reading them, letting books pile up unread on shelves or floors or nightstands. Or hoppipopola. No, hoppipolla. Verb of phrase, I don't know, Icelandic, jumping into puddles. Hoppipolla. So, discover these and many other words to surprise, delight and enamor. Terms for flirtatious talk that leads nowhere, for the urge to peer into other people's windows, for the sunlight that filters through the leaves of trees. Terms for dancing awkwardly but with relish, for hating endings, for the look shared by two people who each wish the other would speak first. An irresistible gift for lovers of words and those lost for words alike. Yeah, I think it's a really beautiful idea. It's from Chronicle Kids, and yeah, it's quite a small format actually, and I like it. The only thing I'm surprised about is that, I don't know if this is because it's watercolor illustration, but they seem a bit slightly blurry, but maybe this is just how it is. And I find the color schemes and yeah, it's just, I think her imagination, Kelsey's imagination, is incredible. Like the details she adds, I think you just see that she had joy. She has a very rich life, because the amount she puts into her illustrations, yes, it just really takes your breath away. And the idea of the book I find very cute as well. And I found some German words and I was like, ah, yes, this is true. I don't know if it exists in any other language. Let me find a German word because that's my native language. Just a sec. Okay. So there's one. Schwellenangst, noun, German. So I think it's literally threshold anxiety, that's the translation. The fear of embarking on something new or entering a place. Yeah, and there's obviously many other ones. And it was nice even just for myself to read these words, and the Japanese ones I read to my mother-in-law. I think it's a very cute gift for people who are multilingual or just people who like words and people who like illustrations, like me. So I gifted this to myself. Yeah, and I think it's a very beautiful book I like to pick up from time to time. Yeah, so I also recommend you having a look at this. And our next one is this one. And that was a little bit of an impulse buy, I have to say. But anyways, I still think it is worth looking at. It's called Animal, Vegetable and Mineral, Organizing Nature, a Picture Album. That's how it looks like. And so this book celebrates the beauty and strangeness of the early illustrations, infographics and ordering systems from an age that transformed how we see and understand nature. These are the tools created by pioneering European naturalists, artists, housewives and explorers in the 18th and 19th centuries, in an attempt to better understand and control a teeming and shifting natural world. The original Big Data Challenge. A collision of science, art and imagination, the images and objects in this book range from intricate nature prints to taxonomy diagrams, from animal distribution maps to lavish color dictionaries, drawn from the unique collections of Wellcome Library and beyond. Together they attest to the deeply human desire to order the world around us and a restless quest to find our own place in it. And I think it's nice to see, yeah, okay, let's say it like this. I think what fascinated me about this is that these are very old illustrations, and just to see how people illustrated in the past. It's nice to have a little reference and yeah, to see the styles, and also I guess I like ordering and systems, and there's even pages about colors and stones and yeah, color charting, different animals. I just have to warn you, if you pick this up and you don't like to see dead or stuffed animals, there are some in there. I guess they were collected for scientific purposes, but anyways, just to be warned, you might see some dead animals in there. These are not just illustrations, and there are also photographs in there, but there's only very few. And I think overall it's a very interesting book, and I've not read it, but it's nice to look at. So yeah, as a reference. And this is, I think, especially if you like science, and if you like older illustrations, or if you just want to see how people ordered the world in the past. It's quite interesting. And that's already it. So I really hope you enjoyed this short book haul. Check out my other book haul that I did. I think it was in May. And have a look at my other videos about illustration and book illustration. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I